Flameo hot people! Welcome to this video where we will be talking about never before heard One Piece stories. Many of us are already caught up with the anime or manga and are now looking for even more content. So now we are diving into some amazing fan stories to quench our thirst for more One Piece. Today we're going to take a look at 4 of the exciting adventures and stories that have been written by fans of the series. So sit back and enjoy. I myself love creating fan stories and things like that. That's why I have been making Shadow Piece for over a year already. But I also wanted to take a look at what some of the other people in this big world are doing. So that is how I got the idea of looking at different fan stories. And not only am I going to take a look at them now to read their summaries, I will also give you, the viewer, the opportunity to decide which one out of these 4 fan stories we are going to read in future live streams. Because I kind of want to start doing some live streams where I read maybe One Piece fan stories or just some of the manga, webtoon or other things that I have not yet read and share my reactions and ideas with all of you. But now let's get into the first One Piece fan story to see what it is all about. It's called Welcome to the Charlotte Family, a One Piece fanfic, written by random author 855. So here's a summary. I just wanted a nice and exciting afterlife and I almost got what I wanted. With God granting me all my wishes and sending me to my dream world with some abilities to guarantee a solid life, but why did I forget to mention where I want to be born? Opening my eyes for the first time, I saw my twin sister, Charlotte Pudding, and my mother, Charlotte Lin Lin, better known as Big Mom, one of the 4 emperors. Big Mom. Welcome to the Charlotte family. Oh, fuck my life. This is a relatively well-balanced, overpowered protagonist, female main character making her way through the One Piece world as a daughter of an emperor of the sea, growing out of her heritage and into a wonderful girl of her own rights, beyond the shadows her mother casts on her. Watch as Charlotte Syrup sails the seas and causes trouble, the 36th daughter and the 77th child of Big Mom. That's very interesting. So the first one is already... Obviously it's not a self-insert, that's also mentioned in the summary here, but it has not gotten a new chapter in quite some time, but there is still a lot to read in this story. And seeing a story of somebody getting born into the Big Mom family is quite interesting, because I also included the Big Mom family's whole dispute and their history in my own story, so I want to see what other people think about it. That's the first one, but without further ado, let's get into the second one, because that one is quite a lot different. It's called Different World Along with One Piece System. So this one actually doesn't play in the One Piece world, but it uses a One Piece system, so it's already in an entirely different ballpark. Let's read the summary. Blue Moon Continent. There are many different types of elements that people cultivate. Chris is a fan of One Piece. He's the self-proclaimed #1 fan. A single wish caused Chris to be thrown into another world with an exchange system that had all the One Piece qualities. You're the #1 cultivator? I'm the king of the pirates. You have an army of 1,000 men? I have a fleet of 10,000 pirates. You have 100 high-class beauties at your side? I have... Okay, you bet me there. This work of fiction is just for me to have fun with. I don't have any goals for this, just something I want to do. From the title you can tell that it's highly inspired by In a Different World with Naruto system, but also from One Piece as well. Casually written, just made for fun. Real long, don't expect anything, just enjoy. Lots of spelling and grammar mistakes, but I'm not bothered about it. Don't care too much about it. Not a professional, not trying to be one, writing for fun. Okay, so it also included some of the author's opinions about writing, and I feel them. I just want to do stuff that I have fun with, and going into a cultivation type story like these Chinese and Korean different stories, and then also combining it with a One Piece system sounds like an interesting idea, but it's obviously not in a One Piece world, so it's a bit further away from what I actually am working on. So this is interesting. If anything, we might read all 4 of those after we finish the first one, we go to the next one. But it's up for you to decide if we go with either Welcome to the Charlotte Family, a One Piece fanfic, Different World along with One Piece system, or one of the next 2 ones, because the next one is called Justice in the One Piece World. And here's the summary of that one. After a tragic death, the sisters Kara and Diana got a deal from God. You can mess up the One Piece storyline for my entertainment. And then they answered, can we have some cheats though? We don't want to die right away. And God answered, sure, here you go. Holy crap, seriously? Follow the 2 OP sisters as they join the Marines and mess up the storyline. Warning, this story is mostly lighthearted with 2 OP MCs on the loose in the One Piece world. If you do not like this sort of novel, I recommend you do not read it. Okay, so this is another OP story. Now, I feel like the difference werewolf system is going to be hella OP. Then the Charlotte one, also called the protagonist, already OP, but they are the child of a Charlotte of Big Mom, so obviously they are quite powerful as well. And this one just gets cheats from God. So I see an interesting connection between all of those, that the people are writing OP stories. And I am actually also a victim of doing that, because Moria in my story is quite literally a god, so I can't really complain, but I would like a slow growth series. So let's see if the 4th one is actually something I enjoy a bit more. Journey to One Piece. Transmigration? Check. Weird system? Check. Shake the One Piece world? Not done yet, but definitely on the bucket list of must-do things. Ken, who was transmigrated to the One Piece world, became the extra which popped out of nowhere on the door of Curly Dadan one night. Follow the story of how Ken, with the help of knowledge of future events and his system, changes the One Piece world. Okay, this one is also OP. This uses another system, but this time we are actually in the One Piece world. And it kind of screams self-insert, because being at the door of Curly Dadan makes me think that you are the 4th brother with Luffy, Ace and Sabo. So I am still interested in seeing where this goes. Like, if you have the knowledge and all these things, are you going to change the whole thing with Ace's execution? Are you going to make Luffy stronger? Are you going to become a member of the Straw Hats or the Revolutionaries? Are you going to do your own thing? All these questions are up there in my mind, but I can't say that from the summary alone. But it does have quite a lot of chapters already, and we can read all of them. But now, once again, it's up for you to decide which out of these 4 we're going to read. First is Welcome to the Charlotte Family, a One Piece fanfic. Second, Different World along with One Piece system, the only story not playing in the One Piece world but having One Piece elements. The third story is called Justice in the One Piece world, a story following 2 OP Marines. And the last one is called Journey to One Piece, with a character who has a system and seems to be connected to Luffy as well. I think all of them sound interesting, and if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I would probably just read them on my own the entire time. I will put all of the links to these stories in the description down below if you want to read the first chapters before you decide which one we're going to read on live streams. But that's all I'm going to add, and I'm not going to influence your decision anymore. I just want to share these type of things. So live streams are fun things to do for me in the future, and I will... Obviously, the live streams will be available for everyone to watch, even if you are not there live. Just think of it as longer videos that are about 2 hours or something. And then maybe once we have read a good chunk of the chapters of a story, I can actually make a normal video about them to review them or just share my ideas and opinions. But I guess that's all from me for today. Tell me what story you would like me to read, or which story you would like to read together with me. But now all that's left to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. See you in the next video. Bye!